Hey, this is Gojo, and I'm actually gonna explain to you guys that I kind of mistake the original part when I explained that megaverses are practically multiverses, but actually they're not. Megaverses are actually multiverses combined together. So basically, Zero's megaverse is actually megaverse 1, and practically the megaverse king that actually rules over it is Yamoshi. He's not the ruler of the other megaverses. They exist. Yes, there are 5 megaverses consist of multiple multiverses. So yeah. Now, why is Yamoshi the king of this megaverse? Well, to say the least, that this megaverse was actually created by the creator god known as Iki. Iki actually created those megaverses so the Mega Kings can rule them peacefully without no war and nothing. But his brother, twin brother, wanted to rule over destruction and everything he wanted to destroy. So he can create those megaverses so he can create mega kings who are in bond with his DNA or his potential and powers. Yamoshi is actually the first ever one of them, possessing the most powerful potential that I've seen. Yamoshi was also the one to create the Saiyan race and everything that exists in Xeno's multiverse. While Xeno is the only king of multiverse, the entire multiverse, Yamoshi, we can say Grand Yamoshi, he is the ruler of the Megaverse. He managed to protect it with his two guards who are the Namekian gods and the first ever Namekians that Yamoshi actually created. They are his creation, and if you're wondering for a Namekian god, the Namekian god Zalama is actually the son of one of those two. By those two. So yeah. Also, I really want to apologize for the previous part that I'm mistaking it. So yeah, we're heading back to the video. We go training with Yamoshi. Goku practically stand no chance to Yamoshi's power, since Yamoshi has more than trillions upon trillions of years of experience than Goku. But he will do teach Goku more fighting styles, alongside how to use Super Saiyan God way better. Goku eventually will able to easily control all his transformations, to the point that he can use them in his base form with no difficulty. Yamoshi will also show Goku how to use the true power to Great Ape, used in his base form while also utilizing the transformation that he can. Goku was also able to learn how to combine Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan God while still staying in Super Saiyan God as his own. Yamoshi would have shown his own version of the Ultra Instinct. Yamoshi is actually the one who created the Ultra Instinct, and every Megaverse skin can actually use Ultra Instinct with no difficulty. But if you're wondering, are they all Megaverse Kings males? No, there's actually 2 females that rule all their Megaverses. They're Megaverse queens. So yeah, just so you guys know. You would have been trained by Amoshi so you can prepare for maybe another Megaverse war that may happen. With Yoko being prepared by Amoshi, Yamoshi will also manage to send a message to the Z-Fires to prepare themselves as well. With the Whis using his staff to practically prepare Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks so they can train even harder, while the other Z-Fires train and Beerus and Whis use a Pyramid of Power with Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goten. As he'll continue his training with Yamoshi, his training is intense, but pretty useful in fact. Goku able to actually evolve his Super Saiyan God into a new level. If you're wondering, this is not canon, I'm just making those forms so you guys know. Goku actually able to achieve a form that Yamoshi would have able to time him throughout 1000 years. This will be the purple Super Saiyan God. The purple Super Saiyan God allows Goku to practically access the full power of every transformation that he has of his God forms to even Ultra Instinct. This form is actually stronger and much more powerful than his other transformations, yet he does not possess the same ability as Ultra Instinct to dodge without thinking, but he has incredible durability and it can increase the more his opponent punches him or attacks him. While he can actually combine Ultra Instinct's power with it, but the Purple Super Saiyan God is much more of a tank or taking attack form in contrasting to energy. Just like the Ultra Ego, but in a much different case. While Goku can use this power, he can also evolve the Purple Super Saiyan God. While Goku has only the first stage of it, he's able to control it way better, and he was actually surprised because for him it took him 1 million years, and for Goku it only took him 1000, which is quite impressive. Maybe in a sense they've grown much more than he actually expected. But little does he know, Goku actually is a reincarnation of someone that was actually incredibly powerful. While Goku will continue his training with Yamoshi and the two Namekian gods, they will continue on with their training, while on Earth, Vegeta would have been training and mastering his Ultra Ego and combining his Saiyan transformation with it. Of course, you heard about Goku achieving the purple Super Saiyan God. He needs his Ultra Ego, but he managed to figure out that it's a different transformation. Vegeta decided to focus on achieving a new transformation himself, deciding that this transformation will be a combination between his Super Saiyan God and Ultra Ego combined. And Vegeta will actually manage to achieve a form that he will call his Silver God form. Now, if you're wondering how this form works, well, Vegeta can practically access the power of every form that he has to Ultra Ego combined. Now, this one can actually be evolved way further, but Vegeta only has the first stage of it. He is not mastered, but he does have great control over it, unlike Goku. Now, in comparison, Vegeta in this form that I just explained to you, the Silver God form, is actually equal to Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Instinct Goku Phase 4. So yeah, if you're wondering, he's that powerful, but don't get me wrong, Vegeta is powerful, and this Vegeta can actually solo all multiverses at the same time in all angels. This is how powerful this Vegeta is. He can actually match Grand Priest, if not even the Omni King. So yeah, Goku and Yamoshi would continue their training, with Yamoshi eventually showing the powers of the purple Super Saiyan God transformation to Goku. Goku would have able to access the purple Super Saiyan God 2 and 3 after 10,000 to 200,000 years of training with Yamoshi. With this, Goku was able to control his energy way better, alongside he knew how to suppress his ki even further. Yamoshi would have also implanted the information about every megaverse that exists, with Megaverse 2 and 3 actually being close to them and also being one of the most powerful megaverses. If you're wondering, forget what I said about the megaverses that rank supreme, this is a much more different case, so yeah. Practically, Yamoshi's megaverse is practically the weakest, but he's the strongest out of the all megaverse kings. While Megaverse 3 is much more powerful than him, the Megaverse Queen is not at the same level as him. The Megaverse Queen is known as Serapha. Serapha is actually created from the angelic power. She's actually the mother of all angels, unlike Grand Priest. Yamoshi actually wanted her energy so he can create angels on his universe so they can keep check on their universes, which of course Serapha would have agreed. If what I said for an emotion would actually been a couple. Yes, they're married, but they don't have children. Mostly because this is actually against the law of the Mega versus Kings. Yes, they can be married, but they cannot have children. Because if they do, the children will instantly be erased from existence. So yeah. Well, Emoji actually said something familiar with Goku, similar to what he feels his own energy, but also Serapha's as well, which will be confusing as Goku about it. Goku doesn't know, but he always gets flashbacks of a person similar looks to Emoji and one with a blue skin and white hair. If you're wondering, Sephiroth looks like a female version of Grand Priest with longer hair, just so you guys know. He must actually been surprised and actually remember his dead son who was erased from existence even before he actually took his first breath when he was born. Yamoshu then decided to search through Goku's lost memories, and he was eventually able to find out that Goku was actually his son, who's practically reincarnated without all his memories, but his powers were sealed, but thanks to Yamoshi, they're not being unsealed, with Goku's potential finally being awoken. Yamoshi would have been practically happy to see that his son is practically growing, but he does not tell Goku the information. He's just happy that Goku is his son and that he can live a peaceful life. He's happy for him. He tells Sarah about my link to tell her about everything. Of course, she wants to meet Goku, but Yamoshi warns her that it may be dangerous if the Supreme Demons find about them. If they find about Goku, they may use him and power themselves up so they can defeat the Megaverse Kings. If you're wondering what I mean by Supreme Demons, these Supreme Demons were actually created by the brother of Ikki, who wanted to rule the Megaverses by himself. The five Megaverses were excuse me for this. Sorry for the coughing. Yeah. The five megaverses possess the five megaverses possess five supreme demons, with each supreme demon being stronger than the previous one. The supreme demons live in the world of hell, not the hell that we know in the Dragon Ball universe, but a completely different realm. This realm is practically sealed from this of the realm of the angels, completely opposite to it. The demons can only exit just one at a time, but if they're incredibly powerful, they can exit two or three to five maximum. The demon practically that escaped was a lower rank demon, and he was no match to Goku practically because he had much more over time of training. So yeah, while Yamoshu continued to train Goku, he knows that Goku will be able to surpass him one day, knowing that his potential of his son still lives within Goku. So yeah, Yamoshu continued to train Goku, eventually he was actually able to find about Vegeta, with Vegeta practically being natural at the destruction power of the God of Destruction, with Yamoshu actually remembering that his brother, the king of the Megaverse 4, Zoram was actually had a son who actually created, but he was also erased from existence, just like his. Of course, you actually tell about Zoram about Vegeta, with of course Zoram being calm in respecting Yamoshi's choice, knowing that his son might not be able to recover his memories. But though that Yamoshi knew that Vegeta was actually recovering his memories of his previous life, just like Goku. So yeah, both of them were actually the reincarnations of the sons of the previous the Megaverse Kings. So that's why both Goku and Vegeta have those incredible potentials. Of course, you won't try to be surprised to know that he has grandsons, practically grandkids, and they're incredibly powerful. If only by the time it received his way of training, Goku was able to achieve Beast Form and master it, while also combining God Cube with it. While Vegeta was able to achieve the Ultra Ego Phase 4, Delta and Trunks were able to achieve sustainable evolution with Kaioken. Even how they were able to achieve Kaioken, Kikao practically would have taught him so they can utilize it way better. While we said Beerus would have trained as well, with Beerus able to master Ultra Instinct, while Whis were able to increase his power to able to actually match the Grand Priest himself. By this point, every other Z-Fire along Universe 7 have been training intensely hard. Of course, Beerus actually would have told Champa to also train, while Champa would have done it, but he would not do it occasionally. He would do train his warriors, but they would not be as powerful as Universe 7 was, so yeah. While Goku and Yamoshi and the Snow King also continue their training with one another, they make also sense a dark energy coming in their location, with Yamoshi being a little bit worried and wondering what that dark energy is. And the dark portal appears, seemingly another demon appearing. With similar appearance to actually Yamoshi, but a different type of wearing. Yamoshi, when I confused who that demon is, with the demon explained that he's known as the Dark One, and he is gonna rule this universe for his destroyer, the destroyer god. With of course Goku being confused what he means by destroyer god. This is a god of destruction. What does he mean by destroyer god? Emotional explains that the destroyer gods are practically a higher ranking gods, even beyond what everything is. The Mega versus Kings are actually a rank below the Creator King, which practically was their creator and practically their father, you could say. Not by biological, but most likely by a creation state. So yeah. While the demons were created by Yiki's brother, they were practically like in the same level as the Mega versus Kings, but Supreme Demons are much more higher state. They were equal to the Mega versus Kings, while the higher, you could say, the Omni rank demons are much more powerful. They're much more powerful than any high ranking demons, but they're still nothing comparable to Supreme Demons. So yeah, they decided to take on the challenge, but Yamoshi warns them to be careful and to use his full power. Goku then not easy power up into his Purple Super Saiyan God 3. Goku versus against the Omni Demon, they both fight against one another, seeming as they're equally matched, seeming as there was no winner. Goku then decided to power up even further. He actually did not tell Yamoshi about a new transformation he able to achieve after he trained with Yamoshi. Yamoshi was surprised is Goku able to reach the Purple Super Saiyan God 4 transformation. With this, Goku is easily able to overpower the omnipotent demon, and with the one blow, he's able to erase him from existence. Goku able to learn the eraser technique from Yamoshi because Yamoshi basically can use it without any energy. And since Goku can practically utilize it, Goku been exhausted after a battle, but not too exhausted. He can still keep up the transformation up, practically because he's already managed to control it. Yamoshi practically been surprised by Goku's progress. He's progressing way faster than he expected. If only by the time it's already been past 2 million years. So Goku has a lot more experience. So yeah. Eventually more years would have passed with Yamoshi continue to train Goku and able to help him master his Saiyan Primal Root. While Goku able to master his Purple Super Saiyan God 4, he was also able to achieve the Silver Super Saiyan transformation, which even stayed beyond the purple Super Saiyan God in a next step closer to Goku's true form that he was able to achieve. Yamcha would have been proud of Goku in his progress, knowing that his son lives on within Goku. Even though Goku does not have the memories of his son, he does possess them and he is a part of his sons. So Yamcha is pretty happy about Goku. The real Zephyrs will continue to train while Supreme Demons will be watching over them. With Supreme Demons being disgusted of how one of their allies was able to be destroyed this easily. With one of the Supreme Demons, Stones Archon, being the leader of the group, tells them, "These foolish mortals are getting too strong. If we don't stop right here and now, there may be a problem for our plans to revive the Dark One." All the Supreme Demons nods, knowing that he's right, and they must finish those mortals right once and for all. With Archon telling them that he will handle Universe 7, or you can say Megaverse 1, while the other demons will decide to fight off the other Megaverses. Megaverse 3 has already been fallen, while Megaverse 2 will follow suit, when Megaverse 2 is Sarah. If you're wondering, the other Megaverses cannot sense the falling of another Megaverse because of the barriers protecting each Megaverse. When a layer is broken, the closest to the other Megaverses can only feel that the other Megaverses is destroyed. Several would of course would have able to warn Yamoshi about the destruction of Megaverse 3, with Yamoshi actually being surprised that the entire Megaverse 3 is gone. Zarfu also would have warned his brother that they can sense the Supreme Demons taking their moves right now. Yamoshi tells them that he'll prepare Goku and the others for intense training so they can prepare for the Supreme Demons. With Zeraf and Serapha nodding as they end the mind link between them, with Yamoshi being a little bit worried that maybe this will be something way bigger than he expected. And guys, this is the end of part 2. Our Goku was trapped inside a time chamber for trillions of years. Hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. This is FGoGeo. Bye, my Z fans.